Hey everybody, this is Matt Scaife here with small tips on Gmod's prop hunt. I noticed that like some gamers who play prop hunt on Gmod, they really like some things happen on it and they don't really know why it happened or stuff like that. So basically, if I'm gonna do this like small little tip list, it's only 7 of them. Well, 6 depending on if one of them's right for me. Number 1 is when you're a prop on the game and you're looking around to see if you can find a hunter, and if a hunter's actually looking at you, your name will pop up around that particular area anyway. So then they'll know that you're there. Well, they're not. Yeah. So if you're looking, your name will pop up and it'll be basically exposing you from that. So that's why you shouldn't really look around unless you feel like looking around. And basically, I've noticed this a couple of times. People are like, "What? Why is your name popping up?" And it's like, well, it did pop up, and it's like it must be a bug, but it's not. It's actually, it's actually because you're looking around, and it's kind of like a weak spot, but it's kind of alright because it's kind of giving the hunters a bit of an advantage, so they know where you are. Well, not when you are, but you need to be more cautious when you're a prop. And then the second one is that you can change props whilst the hunters are on. So like, if you say like you're getting chased and they know what you are, you can run around, try and change a prop, and then they can lose your scent again. And that's when the prop starts. So the hunt starts all over again. And there's also some things might look like props, but they aren't. So if you see this big basket, or you see a block, like a pile of cinder blocks. Sorry, I'm really bad with my words today. If you see any sorry. If you see any blocks what can't be like destroyed, or a settee, or not settee, a sofa what's not losing any damage, well, not making you lose any damage, but it's not obviously dying, it's because it's not a prop, it's actually a part of the map, really. Then it's best to be a smaller prop is a bit of a good tip, because 1, you can fit through doors, you can actually run around doors and stuff. 2, you can get lost. I mean, people can lose you very easily. And and it's also, you can go through the legs of the hunters. I've only seen this once, and it's always been on my mind. It's like, I don't know if it's either just that one little lucky bit, but basically this guy went through his legs and that was it. And then it was amazing. But yeah, so you could go through the legs. And also, like, when you're a smaller prop, it's such more of an advantage for you. Also, while you're a prop, I've noticed that some people think when they're looking around, your guy takes that form. Like, your guy moves that like structure. So, like, say people want to make your prop looking like as if it's laid on the floor. It doesn't do that. So basically, like, when you first get the prop, it'll always be in like a respawn position. So like when if you do any editing on Gmod, you always respawn your props like always up. I don't know, like in a stood up like position. And also you're always facing one particular way in the game, and it's kind of really annoying, because you could think that you got a really good spot because you've moved yourself into a position like it, or you think that you're facing the right way, but you're probably facing towards the wall, towards the door or something like that, and it looks really out of place, but you don't know that, but obviously other people will know that, and basically you'll get killed for it. Then there's, if you're daring enough to fuck with your friends and with the hunters, do some random noises. Because, like, say, if they're in a different room or something, it can a small like little suggestion noise makes them think that they're near you, they're close to you, and then obviously they'll spend more time looking around there and not finding you, and obviously that's a bit of a false trail for them, and that's when you probably win the game. So yeah, and there's the last one, but I didn't really think it was a tip. I think it's more just like a bit of a fuck about laugh. Oops. It's the taunting button. I can't remember which F button it is. I think it's F3 or F12 or something like that. No, not F12. I don't know. One of them buttons. One of the F buttons. Try and look it up again or something. But it's one of them, and it's a really good button. It's really fun if you want to bugger about. But at the point of that, that's all I could say really, because it's not really that much of a. It's small. I called it small tips instead of tips because it's not really much of a good tips, if you get what I mean. It's more like just to give you a heads up if you're going to play the game and if you're new to the game, you don't know how it goes. You always get caught out and stuff. Basically, if you're listening to this, then you'd find out a bit more, really. So, like I said, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Hope you guys really enjoyed this voice. Said a bit, guys.